would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Powerful running. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Green. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
No. Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a give, right side. Green. And now running right through it. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. In the red zone this time. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll run on first down. Green. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right, and he comes back with one complete. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll set up to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, he'll drop to throw it, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. And this one is right down Broadway. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hurry up, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the... And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
No, Jack, Patriot!
He'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, good.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz.
Set. Green, back there, Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green, 30.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch it now, Marty. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down now. Green. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam, They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11th. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free safety is always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
The Redskins send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken at the 37. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, first and 10. Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Back. Tighten up. Hot.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
Gone!
Now back to throw. Over the middle, It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Shift together here from the D-line.
Set. Watch it now. Back down in that belly. Here we go. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Boom. Land it. All right, now. Leopard.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Escaping, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Redskins send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Green 39. Green 39.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Set. Green 39.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. On first down, Green. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
He's got his man on the crossing route. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
All right, here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Back in Philly. Here we go.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Hurry up, here we go. Green. All right, now, look at 56.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And a victory there belonging to the Chargers. A win would be their second on the young season. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole...